Hey there. So I know this has been a long time coming, but I have finally finished the video for Curse of Strahd, our first episode. What happened was I didn't record my own audio for the first episode, and it turned out to be a lot harder to reinterpret that than I expected. So I added in some video clips, or sorry, not video clips, voice clips, to try to explain what the DM was saying. I did not remove anything the players said. Um, I did edit down some things for time, just because there was lots of time where I was going. Um, I don't know what I was saying, but if you'll excuse the fact that it kind of looks like an anime dub, and sometimes I'm just running my mouth and you don't know what I'm saying, it's a pretty good first episode. So without further ado, here we are. Hey there, welcome to our Curse of Strahd. Before we begin, I just want to say each scene and our battle maps are done by Benios Maps. Check them out on Patreon. They are awesome. Pretty much everything was done for me. I didn't have to do any of the work for to put it into the VTT. It was great. Um, Having said that, let's get started. Um, we're going to begin our story with a shared dream. All four of you have had the same dream. It begins in a small tent, overcrowded with occult tools. You see things like tarot cards,
It stays
magic,
in.
crystal
It's in
balls,
forever now.
lots of different books. Um, there's also a um, fog or a mist that seems ever present in here. In the center of the tent is an old woman hunched over a boiling pot. Um, she has like long graying hair, a hooked nose with a wart on it, pretty much the definition of a crone. She looks like she's speaking with someone. As your dream kind of like coalesces, you start to hear her voice. It sounds like there's other voices in the rooms as well, but you really only see her. Um, you see she's leaning over into this cauldron, and it's bubbling with purple and green glowing foam. Um, the glow is casting two shadows, one to her left and one to her right on the wall. Um, the green shadow to her right appears much older. Um, it appears to be a much older. She's hunched over. Um, the purple light on her left is creating a shadow of a much younger person. She leans over her cauldron, and she begins her incantation. With each statement, she is dropping some sort of ingredient into the cauldron. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf of the ravened sea salt shark. At this point, the shadows on the wall kind of come off the wall and move down towards the cauldron, and they appear to become real women. The one on the right is obviously a much older version of this woman. The one to the left, a much younger version. The much younger version speaks first. Root of hemlock digged in the dark. Then the older one speaks. Liver of a blaspheming drow. Gall of goat and strips of tow, silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of grung and Golger's lips. Finger of a birth-strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab, and thereto a tiger's chaldron, for the ingredients of our cauldron. The old woman and her counterparts, they take turns throwing the ingredients into the cauldron. With the last ingredients, the cauldron begins to like bubble and uh, ooze out and run over. Um, Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. With their dream connection complete, Teresa, they address you directly.
Mm-hmm.
They continue the ritual, but it seems as if they're talking directly to you now, Teresa. And it seems that they're bringing with them a message. Bone for the grave and marrow for the flame. The tongue made still, the silence sealed with salt. Name written ash, forgotten without name. The dust made whole, the dust made to revolt. Blood in the cup, the chalice red with grief. The worm awakes, the sleeper takes his breath. So stirs the dead, so stirs the ancient thief, who steals life from the very gift of death. Behold the shepherd trembling at his own flock. Behold the keeper shunning in his own tomb. Behold the faith that falters at the shock, when graves give forth their children from the gloom. Wilt thou not stand, though shadow gnaws thy creed? Wilt thou not cry, though midnight mocks thy prayer? Wilt thou not flee, though bones demand their feed? Yet flee thou mayst, and still be hunted there. To Sarpool haste, thou fearful man of cloth. There waits thy doom, though trembling be thy throth. After this, the magical cauldron kind of like boils over and fills your entire point of view, um, and you awake with a start. Teresa? You are just returning from a mission that the Mother Superior calls her therapy missions. This is a mission she likes to send the people under her care on to help them challenge themselves. In your case, Teresa, she tricked you to go on to a mission involving undead and did not tell you about that. You were supposed to be going and taking care of a run-of-the-mill devil on the crossroads. But when you arrived, it was a necromancer that had raised an entire small town cemetery. The Mother Superior is a larger woman. She's sitting at a desk with towering stacks of paper around her. The room she's in is large and sculpted from marble. It's really bland, and the echo is really distracting.
Mother, I am trying to
as you
understand.
enter, there's tons of people around. They're all coming up with different papers for her to sign and asking her questions. She's always answering in just short, single-word answers, and then they hurry off to go implement her will. After a few minutes, she kind of like lets you stand there for a bit, like she's purposefully making you wait. But after a few minutes, she finally addresses you. Oh, hello, dear. I apologize for keeping you waiting. I trust your mission was a success. That necromancer was fairly easy work for you, yes?
I don't think I understand what you are trying to do here. I have been on so many of these missions, and you have sent me every time knowing the problem, and you're breaking my trust, Mother.
You see, child, I don't need you to trust me. All you need is to trust in the Lord of Light. And when you receive your missions, know that they're from Him.
Perhaps you can help me by stopping to send me to these things. We have plenty of people who can go on these things. It is not that I don't know. I am going to pray that you can one day understand this. Teresa's trying so hard to like not lose her shit, because the last time she's lost her shit in front of this woman, that was exactly what she wanted, was for Teresa to lose her shit in front of her so she could have something to like hold over Teresa. So she's trying to like she's gonna be like, well, if that is everything for this mission, I am going to go and pray and perhaps find a mission that does not include the undead.
She looks at you a little stunned for just a second, and then she turns to her left and she's like, yes, that will be fine, and signs a paper. And just a moment, dear. She looks at you. She looks back. No, those pillows look terrible. Get rid of those. Everything, that will be fine. Teresa, dear, I think you misunderstand. I give the assignments here.
Funny, I thought the Lord of Light was giving these assignments.
It seems you're a little mistaken here. In this house, I speak for the Lord of Light.
Under my roof.
I give the assignments. Does that make sense, dear? Do you understand?
Perfectly, Mother. I understand completely. Now, if that is all, I will be making my way to my room.
No, hold on, dear, please. I've got one more thing for you. No, that'll be fine. Oh, here. Give
It's
me
like
that.
a full
I'll sign
5
that, please.
minutes of Teresa, like,
Thank you.
very much too, like, scared to say anything else because she's already, like, tested the that boundary, and just, like, standing there while, like, the mother's, like, very clearly just, like, ignoring her.
She spends probably 2 or 3 more minutes just kind of pontificating about some banquet or something or other that's happening later. Teresa, thank you for waiting around. I've got a very special mission just for you. And I think you'll enjoy it a lot. And I think you'll learn a lot from it as well. This isn't a mission for just anybody. I think this mission is just for you, Teresa.
And what would you want from me?
I would like you to travel to Baldur's Gate and represent our monastery, our order, in the Almost Inquisition's annual gathering. I think you'll find this to be a very stimulating experience.
Well, if that was what you want from me, I suppose I will go. Am I going with anyone, or is it just me this time?
Unfortunately, only one person from each chapter is invited, so you will have to travel alone. However, there is a cleric that will be there, Calderos. I believe you may know him. He's from another chapter on Toril.
Yes, I believe we have met before. I will do as you say, Mother. Thank you. Oh, is she gonna make her kiss a ring or something?
No, she's pretty terrible, but she's not that bad. But she is gonna say, Teresa, please have a safe trip. Be sure to speak with the Lord of Light every day. And
I will do.
When was your last
as
confessional?
You say. Thank you very much.
It matters not. Please, go ahead and give me 12 Meet the Suns and 14 good mornings.
Oh, I hate her so much. I hate her
Thank you, Teresa. Have a safe trip.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Teresa. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa's gonna go pray the anger away.
You don't have to, but if you want to, you can share what Teresa is praying about.
I think Teresa is praying for, in an attempt to try to save the lost souls. I think part of her and part of that fear is that those people are gone before they had been saved. And so I think very much in that sort of like vein of like the Mormons who do like the baptisms for the dead, I'm sure she probably is like praying to, I keep wanting to call him Heavenly Father, we're praying to Heavenly Father that he finds mercy on them and saves the innocent souls. And she's probably trying very hard to not cry. She will absolutely cry before bed when nobody else is around, but I think if she is in anywhere that people could stumble in on her, she is not gonna cry. Because she does not want that getting back to Mother Superior in any way.
Calderos, you also have a dream directed at you. The old crone leans over the cauldron. She says, "What weight hath law if justice turns to stone? What grace hath fate when banners blot the sky, and still usurps the place of prayer alone? Lo, see the shepherd armed with flaming brand. He smites the wolf, yet strikes the lamb as well. He fears the dark, yet darkens his own hand, and makes of heaven's song a martial knell. Thou doubtest war, yet war attends thy vow. Thy chapter bends more cruel than thou wouldst be. Thou path divides, yet fate compelleth now to the pool of Sayre, where truth shall set thee free. To Sayre pool haste, O knight with the troubled heart. There waits the thread no zeal can tear apart." Calderos, you've just returned from a mission where there was an archfey who had used spores to poison a town and poison their food supply and control them. Tell me how you stopped that with minimal casualties.
I was able to discover a decoction that if you weren't super far along with the spore, you were able to take it and it basically removed the spore's influence. And then I was able to actually basically type some items that I was thinking maybe like a silver crown or bow, depending on what the creature would like better. Either a very fancy bow or a crown made of silver to the creature in turn for not taking any more of the people.
So you are currently in a small town, just outside the village that you had saved. You're up in your room in the inn, trying to relax, trying to gather yourself after you return from this mission. What are you doing at this moment?
I probably actually would be repairing some of the items that were damaged on my thing, and maybe sewing up my cloak and sharpening, or just picking up refilling items for my med kit and stuff like that.
After you've been there for a little while, you've been able to gather yourself a bit. There's suddenly a knock at the door.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Just like, I know.
It's like a cop knock.
Oh. I'll probably startle them. Startle. And then just, I kind of like knock over some of my vials. And I like breathe a long suffering sigh as I kind of like put them back upright. And I'll just be like, come in.
In walks your favorite person in the world. This is your Chief Inquisitor, Nimdok. He's a kind of a despicable looking man. He's very tall and lanky, and he's got a very just a pompous air about him. He's balding on top. He's got the horseshoe shape, as you said. He smells of tobacco, and his clothes are kind of dirty, yet they're nice. And he says, "Well, it appears you've done a bang-up job as usual, Calderos. Please, tell me what you thought about it."
Good to hear you think so.
Do you realize the consequences of what you've done?
In a manner. I culled the spores from the town.
What do you think your job is with us?
Cull evil. About them.
I'll be right back, guys.
Do you know what sort of damage you've done?
No, I don't believe I do. You asked me to cull the evil? It's gone. The people are saved.
Here, Nimdok, he pulls out a list of damages you've done in the town. He says things like 12,000 gold worth of grain burned. 3 prized pigs taken and given to the Fae. And here, most importantly, no dead Fae. I want my damn dead Fae. Where is it?
That last one, didn't hear about that one. The other ones, yes.
All in all, the grand total comes up to nearly 15,000 gold. What do you have to say about that?
And it would have paled in comparison to the many, many people who would have been sickened if the infected grain had made it through the region.
You were instructed to bring the Fae back one way or another, dead or alive, to be studied.
No, the cost would have been nearly too high if any of it had slipped through. It was much safer to destroy it.
Nimdok calmly takes a huge breath. You've seen him get angry before. You know how he is. You were kind of patronizing him in the first place. You were trying to poke him a bit. But he absolutely loses his shit. He says, "You know what? I've got a special mission just for you. Just for you." And he goes over and he pulls out a piece of parchment. He writes on it. He is sending you to the yearly gathering of the Olmust Inquisition on Faerun in Baldur's Gate. You've never heard of this. Honestly, it sounds like nonsense. But sounds also like vacation, and you could use getting away from Nemdoc.
Very well. I'll speak to our allies there. Have the day you deserve.
Oh, I will have the day I deserve. I'll have the day I deserve when I see your mother later. And then he turns around to leave.
If this was an episode of Golden Vault, he would be like turning to leave and then like trip on himself.
I feel like Calderos is like, okay, so first off, I want to say that Calderos actually would not like a party like that, so it actually does feel like a punishment to him. He's just like, I have work to do, and I have to, count. I've got to redo all of this. I've got to go count the armory swords. I have important work to do. I don't need to be fist-faffing about with those people. But also, when he goes, I will, and he turns around, I feel like once he's out of the room, Calderos just goes to himself, Just... Yeah.
Daxter, you were already in Baldur's Gate. You were here, you kind of just finished a mission, and you came to hang out at the bar. Baldur's Gate's kind of a tourist town, so you ended up at a tourist bar. Lots of nonsense going on, lots of families, weird gimmicks, and right next to you is a bachelorette party. So you're having a great time already.
Dax is kind of just chilling at the moment. He's just sitting down. He's got a drink. He's just kind of scouting and looking around the inn, pinpointing the sketchier characters, the sketchier people, looking at some that are dancing and basically cold reading them and their personality. Which ones are fake, which ones aren't. He's just kind of sitting, but he's not in the corner. He's just kind of on the side. So Daxa is completely covered from head to toe, except for kind of like a large slit along where the nose and eyes are. He's wearing a lot more leather that is probably necessary, but it's like hardened, rough leather from being on the road for quite a while. He does have a kind of like a darker green shawl that he's kind of wearing as well, and even though I'm assuming that because it's a public tavern, the main weapons have been taken, so I don't have my bow on me. I've got some other pointy stuff hidden around my body and that. But at the moment I'm just kind of sitting and trying to not draw attention to myself. I could have picked a better place. It's very rowdy in here.
A cute little halfling waitress comes up to you, and she's got a huge tray filled with drinks. She's like, "What can I get for you?"
Just a mead, thank you. Ale or...
She kind of starts doing ridiculous tricks with the beers and stuff like that before she hands it to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm just gonna keep tabs and hand her one.
do want to think that the dry drinks are heinously overpriced because it's the tourist bar.
Tourist bar, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely keeping a close eye over on these guys over here. I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep watching them for now. I'm probably gonna just take a sip of my drink, kind of recoil a little bit because it's really watered down. And I paid a gold for it, so I'm gonna drink it anyway. But yeah, I feel like he's definitely keeping an eye on them, just having a look around. But just, yeah, that thing where, like, you notice something and then you can't not look at it, but you're trying not to make yourself obviously looking at it. Yeah, he's going to be doing that. And he's going to pull a little berry out and have a bite. In his little pouch.
As you're kind of looking at this bachelorette party, they're all very drunk. The main bride is an ogre, and she's like very drunk, excited. But there is a pretty good-looking woman who notices that you're kind of staring and taking a look. And she stands up. She's got like curly brown hair and kind of olive skin complexion. And she comes over and she sits down in front of you and she's like, "Hey, are you with the Inquisition?"
Sometimes. I suppose is the right way to answer that. I can be. Yeah, and we pull a duke out of the background. Nice. Right.
You're talking to her for a little bit, and she kind of looks over at the bachelor party real fast, and she just kind of like slaps the table and is like, "You're so funny."
Anybody paying attention when she is taking her seat and she hands him the thing and she like starts acting, he's also evidently going to kind of lean forward a little bit. He's gonna have his drink in his hand, and he's just gonna have, like, you can see in his eyes, because obviously you can't see his face at the moment, but you can see that he's like definitely playing along, intently listening, kind of like leaning down and talking a little more, and yeah, giving them the pretend fuck me eyes with the lady to try and, you know, make it interesting.
Well, I've got a special present for someone from the Inquisitors. And she kind of like reaches over and pulls out a note and hands to you.
He's gonna take the letter and just kind of like, I would assume, I don't know if it's just like an LP thing, but like the party like might be watching a try to score or whatever. He's gonna look over and like give them all a wink as he like takes it and has a read. Little sly grin on his face, and he's gonna read the letter. Mm-hmm.
The letter's fairly short.
Network.
It mainly invites you to
Diversify.
become a full member of the Inquisition, and
Uh,
it invites you to do so at the Almost Inquisition gathering that's actually going to be happening here at this very inn.
mhm. Cool. I need to remember this is serious. I have so many jokes. I'm so out of habit of making jokes all the time. Go. Yeah. Okay. While reading it, he's probably there's going to be a little bit of surprise on his eyes. He's going to like raise his eyebrows a little bit, reading that they're allowing more people, because he's never really been a part of an Inquisition officially. He was kind of just not necessarily for hire, but he has a certain set of skills that are sometimes needed when they don't want to risk their own people. So I feel like he's got a little bit of surprise in his eyes, and as he's reading, he just, wow, anybody this year? Yeah, sounds like fun. You just gonna like look over at the girls again and look back to her. Just gives a little head nod, like, you wanna head out? Yes. Mm-hmm. So there it is, perception. Damn. Okay, 19.
Daxter, after this, you go ahead and you spend the night in the inn. You know that tomorrow is supposed to be the beginning of whatever this meeting of the Inquisition is.
Yep.
So the very next day, you're back down in the main area of the inn, and you're kind of looking around. You don't know anybody. You're familiar with some people from the Inquisition, and you're hoping you will see someone. Teresa and Calderos both enter.
Yeah. When the bridal party leaves, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, thank God!" And then he sees a lady walk in. He's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" It just weird. Okay. Gone. Oh, no more sounds at all. Okay. Has the whole inn died? Oh. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm back now. Sorry. Okay. So she's leaving. No, you're right. I got a little bit confused myself. Alright, so this lady's leaving. She's the one that's got the red coat. She's the one that's got the earrings. She's going out. She's giving me a link. She's got the letter. Alright, cool. Daxter is going to have another look around the inn and see if anything else has changed. And if not, he's probably just gonna probably take a few minutes to drink his drink and then he might head out. Mm-hmm. Mm. He's just gonna... He's gonna look at his drink and then look at the letter and just... Fuck, maybe that 1 gold was worth it. On the other hand, I've done that before. I wouldn't have given a letter without a good enough reason. Does it have a time or date, or just that there's a party? Okay, cool. Okay then. I don't know how much we'll roleplay into that, but Daxter will probably spend the day kind of like scouting the place and checking on things and like having a look from a distance to make sure that A, he knows where he's going because the Tism is strong in this one. And B, just to also have like a general idea of, you know, the establishment, whether they are going to let everybody in. If it's like a high-end establishment, they might just let the big ones. I don't know, he's just being careful. Like, probably a bit too careful, but old instincts die hard. How did I make this kid? Like, can't remember. Yeah, old instincts die hard.
Okay, I do want to, for viewers, because I did not get to say like what Calderos looks like. He is, yes, I'm gonna tell everybody. So Calderos is a half elf. He's probably about like the human equivalent of like early 30s. But he's got kind of like wear lines around his eyes, like he's been through a lot of stress, you know. He's handsome, verging towards pretty, actually quite pretty, and he's got green eyes, and he is a half elf who's like half moon, so like he's like a little, he's on the pale side. And I want you to imagine the personality of like an old man who lives in a small Scottish village and doesn't want to leave it because he likes it there, and now he's in this fucking tavern full of people. So he's like just kind of like, he knows that he needs to like try to make up to Nimdok a little bit, so he's gonna try and like look around and see if he knows anybody. He does know Teresa. I don't know if he would know Daxter, but he is wanting to, his goal here is basically to network, because we've got a couple of allies who trade us, we do have allies who trade us like, what do you call it, like goods, like if we need silver for spell work, or if we need new weapons, we will usually trade information and lore work for material goods with other people in our
Daxter, after this, you go ahead and you spend the night in the inn. You know that tomorrow is supposed to be the beginning of whatever this meeting of the Inquisition is. So the very next day, you're back down in the main area of the inn, and you're kind of looking around. You don't know anybody. You're familiar with some people from the Inquisition, and you're hoping you will see someone. Teresa and Calderos both enter.
All right, I think I'd probably kind of like walk up, you know, just casually kind of come up to Daxter's table, and I'd kind of nod at him, and I'd be like, greeting Inquisitor. I'm Inquisitor Calderos from a chapter up north. I was pleased to make your acquaintance.
I probably saw Okay, so my first question: did we already like go to our rooms? Okay, just got here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, she definitely saw Calderos, recognized him, and went started following towards where he was going. Obviously, there's a lot of people, so she's a very polite person, so Oh, hello. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Calderos, my friend. How are you? That's good. Teresa is a human. She is a little on the tall side of average, 5'9", 5'10". She is very athletically built. Like if you're thinking like a female wrestler in more modern times, not like a China, but more like a Bella, right? For those of you wrestling fans, where she's she's got a nice figure, a little bit on the thinner side, but very athletically built. You can see her muscles when she's not wearing a shirt, not that she ever would not wear a shirt, and she is gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful.
Okay,
blue eyes, blonde hair.
Calderos is actually going to turn. You actually see, he's been kind of like, he's like a somber dude normally, but you actually do see some warmth like come into his face, and he kind of gives a little smile because he actually likes Teresa. He only knows her in passing from probably when they've passed during like garrisons being rounded up, or like sometimes on the road if they're both in the same area. But he does know of her, and she's very friendly, and he just knows she has genuine warmth. So he's actually like, "Oh, Paladin Teresa." He's pleasantly surprised to see you here.
Yes, it is nice to see you. What are you doing here? I know this is not necessarily your kind of thing.
I'm here on punishment.
Ah, same for me, friend. Same for me.
I love her.
I know. I'm already like, oh my god, I love her.
Oh, she's gonna be so broken at the end of this, though.
You always have to break the cutie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll probably turn to everybody else at the table and be like, "Hello, my name is Teresa. I am with with the Inquisition as well."
I like that we've walked up. I introduced myself. She came up, and Dexter's probably just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Dexter's seeing the two of you. You guys are gonna watch as this kind of hand just appears on the table, and he's gonna cast Mage Hand and pull out Teresa's chair for her. He can pull his own chair out. But he's gonna watch the two interaction, keep an eye on them, and just like try to read the situations, how he's supposed to react. He's just gonna gesture to the seats and say, "Well, I see the smorgasbord has arrived." Like trying to be all like flirty and shit. It's not working. He's so awkward right now. He's trying so hard, and y'all clock it immediately.
Yeah. Immediately get the
Alderos is gonna kind of cough into his hand, like, yes, we are here on Inquisitor business, but we would like to compare notes with other chapters.
He's just gonna drop it immediately and say, I have had to kiss so many asses today. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared. I don't know why I'm here.
Calderos is so surprised at this. He actually gives a little laugh. Like he's like, he's just like, at first he was kind of like, oh no, I don't. And he's like kind of relaxes, and he's just like, I think we've all had to kiss more ass than we've really wanted in the last few days. Isn't that right, Teresa?
I believe that would be true. So no worries, no need to kiss the backside today.
Yeah.
Black tea for me. In that case, some red wine.
That's a magic word. I'll take anything that'll make me forget about today.
Straight vodka.
Oh, that'll do.
It's like in Lord of the Rings where the hobbits get the actual like
Coming
pints.
Yeah.
Do you have a lemonade? Teresa would drink lemonade.
She's like, this has lemon in it.
We have water with some fruit, maybe.
Lemon vodka.
Yeah.
I will take water, please. Thank you. No worries, friend. No, it's fine. She will not.
I'm sad I don't have the make water spell because that would have been great to be able to be like a little water for her.
Teresa will never bring that up. Teresa, people pleaser to be like, you forgot the water. She's just gonna be like, I'm thirsty for the rest of the afternoon and evening.
Wow.
Yeah, Teresa. Big oof.
Oh.
As you all gather at your table, you're getting some drinks. An orc comes over and he's very smooth and dapper, and he's like, "Hello, ladies. Can I get you guys a drink?"
I hate you so much.
Does he think Calderos is a lady? that would track. Calderos is very pretty.
Ladies, exactly one lady. I believe it is on the house today, but thank you very much.
Inquisitor business. Calderos is back to being a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think this is the table for you, sir. No, Dax is just going to make a comment saying, I don't think this is the table for you, sir.
His face gets very somber really quickly, and he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't mean to bother you all. I apologize." And he gathers his stuff and he gets up and leaves.
I haven't been paid
He
enough
left
for
easier
this.
than I thought he would. Is what I'm gonna turn and like just be like, that was seemingly very easy.
You know, I have turned men away from my table before, and they have never been that easy to remove. Usually it is by their scruff and out the door, so.
Bye, Teresa. Baldur's Gate equivalent of, well,
Yeah.
Do you all
I
know what
suppose it's
is
a good thing that
what is
Dexter said
happening
it then.
this afternoon? Or this evening. I believe we are a party or something. Oh,
We're supposed to wine, dine, schmooze.
I am very uncomfortable.
yes.
After a while, a person kind of stands up in front of everyone and says, "Attention! Attention!"
I'm standing.
Do I know, like, can I roll to see if I know who this person is?
You don't recognize him like this person,
Well
but you do recognize he is an Inquisitor of very high rank. Not the highest rank, probably like third from the top, but this is an important person. All stand for the High Inquisitor.
Okay. Calderos is gonna, like, stand up. Like, he's not, like, just politely, like, very quickly. And he's gonna kind of, like, look at Dax to see if he's standing up. And if he isn't, he's gonna give him, like, a little wave, like, with his hand to be like, get the fuck up.
Dex is gonna look at his coin purse, open it up, and just let out a sign and stand.
A man dressed just as everybody else comes down the stairs and he says, "Today, we will have a special bonding event. It will consist of a scavenger hunt across this land."
Oh god.
Okay, you said that, but then Calderos heard scavenger hunt, and he actually did get a little excited. He likes scavenger. He likes these types of things.
There will be 3 items to collect, and 3 people per team.
How coincidental. I feel like it should be said out loud that Daxter is autistic and he is absolutely unable to filter himself. So like he's probably going to be the first one to get in trouble and probably die, let's be honest, but he's just not, his brain isn't wired to read the room unless he's looking at the room. If that makes sense.
Each team will be making a short pilgrimage across this land. First, you will clean and sanctify a shrine that has been desecrated. Second, you will get a rubbing from Olmed's tomb. Third, you will return with 1 severed goblin ear.
Do we have to do it?
Calderos got less excited when he found out what all of the scavenger stuff was. He was like, oh, he thought it was going to be something fun, for real. Yeah. He's going to look at the others and just be like, this, unfortunately, is part of the schmoozing. The tomb will probably be the quickest, but we can probably hit up a morgue later if we want to, or a burial house if we want to find an ear.
Yes, maybe we should.
Morgues
do
have
the
fresh corpses all the time.
Maybe we should do the farthest away first, and then work our way back in.
Maybe a good idea. The shrine first, and then come back in.
The most sense.
Perhaps we will find an ear at the shrine.
also, we can get away from these assholes. I'm not gonna say that super loud, but I will say it to the others, kind of lower.
These assholes.
Oh, man. I thought it was going to be fun. These are just missions.
Well, we could at least be in good company if nothing else.
True. You're the only people I've liked me so far.
The rest of the room empties fast. There's like a mad dash for the door as soon as people learn what they have to do, and they're gone.
Alvaros is gonna drain his wine glass.
Yeah.
Oh, say that in. I kind of put my back on.
I believe it is alright to be fashionably late. Oh, do we lose?
The camera went dark. I'm like, this is a new one.
Oh.
Calderos is the first to go. Died in the stampede. May he rest in pieces. Yeah, Dax is gonna pull another another water skin because he always has a spare one, and just kind of like pour the orc whiskey into that second one. He's gonna need that later. Have you been in the town for long, or just today?
Unfortunately, I have just gotten in.
I've been here for a couple of days. I think I know how to get to a closer one. Well, the fastest way. If that's okay to take lead.
That is alright. Wasn't the rules that it had to be no less than 10 miles away or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I have passed it? Actually, I saw the shrine. Yeah, I saw the shrine. If you maybe would help me, we could work together to try to find it.
Okay. If Teresa's go, sorry. Oh,
I roll survival, or is psychic rolling survival advantage?
If Teresa says that she knows where it is, because I don't know where it is, I would just know like how to get around town. I reckon that Dexter would probably help you because you know what we're looking for.
Cool. So I would.
And also my survival shit.
How do you roll with advantage in this? Just roll it twice, probably, right? Nope.
I wasn't able to. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thank God.
Yay.
My
19.
The street, or if it was on the line or something.
Okay.
You heard a third of that, Crow.
Sorry.
They were both very good and very bad.
We've decided to go to the shrine first and work our way back. Teresa knows where it is. I know the road, so I was helping Teresa, and we rolled a 19.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Mr. DM.
It's gonna take us all night to walk out to a 10-mile shrine.
This still was together.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you travel a little while, and eventually you do arrive at the shrine. It's a shrine in the name of Olmud to Lathander and Selune. The shrine has been vandalized. It's been destroyed. There's parts of it that are damaged. There's some sort of like paint all over it. All of the offerings have been thrown all over the place. It's sad.
Got a curse condition on it.
It's a bit rude.
Yeah. Teresa's like running to it and being like, "Oh no, what have they done to you, Father? What have they done?"
Calderos is not particularly happy either, even though his main... Yeah, go ahead.
Calderos, you remember one of your teachings. It's a very basic tenet of the Morning Lord. And it's about forgiveness. And it says, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah. There's a Bible verse about that. For they know.
No, actually not. I just like Calderos is also like Calderos' main deity is Selune, but obviously he has a lot of respect for Lathander being just like someone would do this to any like good deity aligned shrine, you know. He kind of goes up and is gonna pat like Teresa, and he's like, this is awful. It's okay. We'll see what we can do to try to clear it up a little bit.
That, I think, would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
I don't understand why someone would do that. It's a fine place on its own. Is it just?
It's something's it's actually fouled. I can feel it's. I don't know if this was a.
Is there any water nearby? Like any like pots or chambers or like a river or like or something that's like close enough to it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to open up my water skin and I'm gonna use shape water to try and like use the water to kind of like wash over things and like clean it a little bit, move and pile things together. I'm gonna try it on the smear on the thing, but obviously if that's magic, that's not gonna work. But essentially using the water to like basically make to make shapes. Like there'll be a ring that'll like pull everything together, or there'll be like a very long rectangle that'll push things along. It's very very meticulous and
can I roll to see if I know anything about the like the fungus itself, just to see if I know anything about it? No.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Cool. I have my like Lathander holy symbol. Could I maybe like
Pray?
touch it against the statue and pray a little bit? See if I can't kickstart it? I sure can. So it's 17, and she's gonna it looks a little bit like a rosary with like a star with like a sun star thing at the end, and she's just like rubbing it with her thumb, like hands on the statue, rubbing it with her thumb, and just saying like, please come back to us. I bless the statue in the name of the Father of Light. Please bless the statue. May the darkness give room to the light. Make room for the light.
Wait.
May the sun shine upon this statue.
What are the qualifications for making holy water? Like can a cleric
I was just thinking that.
or a paladin try to pray over water to make it holy?
I was just thinking that.
Oh, I don't have that. Never mind.
Okay. And we're at her.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have that one.
I was looking at my spells. I'm like,
now anyway.
Word of
Maybe
radiance?
on the next level if I live that long.
Protection. That's a silly thing.
Okay. We'll be right. Ooh, excuse me, sorry.
I think I probably not out loud because like I'm letting her kind of take the forefront, and she is a paladin of Lathander, but I think I would have like respectfully like pray like my little holy symbol is literally like a circlet with a 3 moon, you know, like a whole moon in the 2, and I think I just would have bowed my head and been like, I don't know if Selena's the sister or like related to Lathander, but I would have been like, Mother, aid the your sibling during this time and forgive the trespasses of the people who did this, you know, just to himself, more like, you know. Antagonists, they're talent is
Amiable.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After you say your prayer, a vision appears above the altar. It's Selune. You recognize her anywhere.
Oh, I'm going down on my knees immediately. Like, I'm dropping. If I think this is actually Selune, I'm like dropping immediately and being like, "Oh, my holy goddess!" Like, he's like, "Holy shit!"
Nice.
Caldos is crying.
Like,
Caldos is like kneeling down, like crying with joy. Like he has just been visited by two deities, and as far as he knows, like he just doesn't even know what to do with like
This is
that.
his Coachella.
Yeah, this is like it's like if Florence Welch herself came to me and gave me a little kiss on the forehead. That is what this is like.
Well, that's what she looks like. That's what Salune looks like, is Florence Welch.
yes.
It's canon now, folks.
Dex is probably like looking around a bit.
He's like, holy
And, he's probably just gonna like look at the two of them and like now he's put the pieces together. He kind of stands in front of the statue, and he's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not a religious person, but thank you for basking me in your glow. I appreciate that. I still have a little bit to clean, so I'm gonna go do that. Sorry, but thank you. And she's just gonna see the water is kind of like pushing leaves off to the side a little bit. He's gonna like get bowed. We can.
I think he would just be like, my goddess, it is beyond an honor to witness you in your glory. Oh, that's ominous.
Shut the fuck up, man.
It's just like some sweeping sounds.
Oh, he's like, oh my god, did I just get told to shut up by my own goddess? He's confused. I mean, he's obviously, I think he's still like probably lingering from that, but he is obviously very unnerved by this like action that she took. He doesn't know how to interpret it. He is gonna kind of look at Teresa and be like, Teresa, did you just see what I saw?
Did Teresa see any of that? No, I think maybe Teresa was still like doing her prayer over and over. So I think maybe once she did that, Teresa probably stopped. Just out of like, you know how it is. People pleasers. They're like, what? So, yeah. Yeah.
Because it'll never happen again.
Beautiful.
Calderos is
Calderos, I believe we are blessed for this. This is beautiful, friend.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I think, did I offend her? Did I offend her? Like, he's like very nervous. Like, you've never seen Calderos like like he's usually pretty droll, so like he's very like worried. He's like, did I offend her speaking to her? Oh God, what if she's unapproving of my recent behavior? What if I haven't performed well enough?
I believe that she would not have given us this gift if she was angry with you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess people wait their whole lives to see a glimpse of her. So I guess you're right.
You
I mean,
have faith. Have faith, my friend. We will have faith.
You're right. You're right. He's gonna kind of pat your hand, like he's gonna take your hand, and kind of pat it, like he's very he is extremely appreciative of your support right now, because he's going through some. He's been going through some shit for the last couple of months. So, yeah.
So has.
I feel like Daxter's still just milling about, waiting for like this personal crisis to like pass on. He's like, "Y'all good now? You good?" Like,
he's actively watching the two of you interact, and he's like doing that thing where he's like supposed to be doing something. You can see that he's like picking up leaves and sticks and putting it off the path back into the forest, and he's like,
Oh my God.
Have y'all ever seen Over the Garden Wall with like
Yeah.
Wirt and Greg, the little cartoon characters? Like he's Greg right now, just being like, while Wirt's in the background panicking, he's just like do 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 do. Okay.
See, I was thinking like something's going on at your neighbor's house, so you come outside with the vacuum in the driveway.
in the grass. I think Dax is probably. Yeah, I think Dax is just probably going to like give Calderas like a light tap on the shoulder and say, I don't think you offended or did anything wrong, my friend. If she's shown you her image, if anything, I'd say that's the opposite. I think you've done something very well. But this is also coming from someone with no religious background. Sorry. I'm gonna go pick up sticks again. Just kind of goes and grabs another stick and like places
You know,
it
he's
off.
just like, he's like, okay, thanks. Okay, well, we should probably return to the city. As much as this was transformative, we do still have to attend to our duties.
Yes, we must be on time for this party. Yeah?
After all the events at the shrine, you guys make your way to Olmed's tomb.
Okay.
Ooh. Scene change.
Scene change.
Oh, that's a pretty image.
I want to see it. Oh, there it is. Yay! Oh, that's cool. That is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After your arrival at the tomb, this is where we'll end it for the first episode.
Sounds good.
Right on. Amazing. This is fun so
Yes.
far.
It was
I
a
love
great
how
hour.
quickly all of our characters were just like, we're friends now, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah. We're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna message Freya and find out what's going on, because this is very unlike them. Probably. I'll send them a message, because I'll just... Yeah, it's very unlike them to miss a session, so I'll make sure that they're okay and something hasn't happened, but... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure she'll let us know. She better. I'm gonna send her a strongly worded Discord message.